Hello there lads, it's DynoStorm, and this is just going to be a quick little video this week. I'm just going to talk, I'm not going to edit this video at all, and I'm just going to give you a little update on Westman. So as you can see here, I've got a Charles Cornwallis here, and can we make this a little bit wider? Yep, and we also have Andrew Jackson just over to the right there. And I can move around Charles Cornwallis, and with the controller, I can move around Andrew Jackson and get him to aim and shoot things. That's quite fun. So yeah, we have multiplayer now in Westman. So this is brand new, and it's going to be quite fun. I'd love to... I'm going to release a video next week where me and my buddy are going to play Westman in multiplayer. Hopefully, a little bit. I'm still reworking a lot of the game to fit with the multiplayer that is in the game now. So yeah, it's been a bit of a funny time working on Westman, and there's just been like I wanted to do online multiplayer at one point. That became too complicated and stressful to deal with, so I just didn't do it. I was like, make it a single player game. But it's like, but then the game's called Westman. How really? I'm gonna make a game called Westman. It's gonna be single player. That is lame. It's got to be a co-op mode or a versus mode. I think a versus mode could be really fun, like where you shoot each other and you compete and stuff. That could be a possibility. That's definitely something I'm keeping an eye on as a possibility in the future. But yeah, so yeah, I've been working on this airship hub, as you fellas know, and it's quite nice. I'm quite happy with it. The camera pans out when the characters are on screen, and stuff, nice backgrounds and everything. I think I showed off a little bit in a devlog recently, and I got these pretty nice NPC characters as well. So we got the Giga Chad Irishman, we got the Meat Maiden who wants to give you a steak, and possibly we got the raccoon and the groundhog. We've got some American wildlife. We have the haggis, the lovely haggis. They're just hanging around. And we've got the Captain Haggis. We haven't given him a wheel yet. And we got the Vicar. More T Vicar. And go up here to where the top of the airship is. That's quite fun. And the controls for the gamepad feel really good. I'm quite proud of them. I'm going to see what my friend makes of them when I hand him the controller. But yeah, in any case, what else have I got to talk about? Alright, so multiplayer is on the go. Optimization. So basically, yeah, we're going to need to... Well, I'm still optimizing the game. I really want the game to be very silky smooth and to have no issues whatsoever with like hundreds of enemies on screen and things like that. But here's the thing. I think my laptop is just exceptionally bad. And my main computer is also now full of loads of issues. So I think I'm on uniquely weak hardware. So I'm going to go ahead and get my computer taken to the place, because there's so many bugs and issues that are making it basically useless for development. I've switched to using my laptop for development, and I have done so for quite a while now. It's not as powerful. My main PC is pretty powerful, but it has bugs, and that kind of negates any advantages it would have had otherwise. So laptop's a weak hardware technically, but it's more snappy with loading times and things like that. So that's kind of the reasoning behind that. And yeah, I'm just kind of swapping between Andrew Jackson and Cornwallis here. So yeah, I'm going to need to get my main PC, the big one that I'm using right now for just recording this video. It's still kind of okay for doing little things like doing video recordings and a little bit of playing games. But overall, like when compiling, it takes like 30 seconds to compile on this main PC, but it's like basically instant on my laptop by comparison, like less than 5 seconds. So you can go right down to the edge of this wing right here. Quite silly. And yeah, you can fall off as well. So Andrew Jackson goes plummeting to his doom, unfortunately. Alternative timeline where things didn't turn out super well. So yeah, what else have I got here? I've got some notes here. Yeah, I think I've basically covered everything. But yeah, I'm working towards getting a demo sometime this year. And I don't think I'm going to have it ready in the next month or two, unfortunately. It's going to take some time. But It's just going to be the 4 characters. You unlock maybe a handful of cosmetics. You can get all the upgrades and you can collect money and all that good stuff. It's just the 1 stage. And yeah, it should be a nice taster into the game. I'll get some feedback. I'll see what people make of the game. And yeah, if it doesn't work, then I'll see what I can do to fix it. If it does work and people like the idea, I'll just keep trotting along. And hopefully the end game will be pretty cool and people will like it and do stuff. Yeah, that would be quite nice. And yeah, and we might be doing some kind of a... We might be looking into getting some funding somewhere, so that would be quite cool. I would like to pay my volunteers. I've got a couple of buddies. Jim Sellers is working on some of the music for this game, and he's doing a bit of research and certain other fun stuff. And let me tell you, it's a lot of work doing research on this kind of stuff. You have to check the dates of everything, so what you want to put in the game isn't too old or too new, so it's plausible. You can break the rules here and there, but I generally want to stick to like 1880 technology. So they had hot air balloons and they had boats, and they did kind of have propellers and dirigibles. So this is a little bit fantasy-esque, but it's sticking largely to like the context. There wouldn't be any planes in this timeline just yet. Well, there would be in the timeline, but not yet in like the frame of the game. And obviously there's time travel, which is the excuse for why we have all these different men of history from different parts of history. We have Bach, Cornwallis, Andrew Jackson, and Marie Antoinette as the 4 main characters. And yeah, I don't know why there's this bug where you can switch to Andrew Jackson's gun here. So I'm going to need to fix that at some point. It's been there for a while. Not exactly been a high priority. I've been feeling very sad, like this haggis over here, about that. But yeah, it's going to be quite fun, and the demo is... when the demo is ready, I'm going to release it. But yeah, so I know, look forward to next week's video where me and Jimmy play the multiplayer on this one. And there's also my other buddy who's working on the game is Allogenous, and he's doing some bullet hell design. So there's some bullet hell elements to this game. And I'm wondering if I can show you anything. Alright, so I have this bullet hell room that I've basically given to Allogenous, and he's been making bullet patterns for the game. This is one of my patterns. I haven't got any of his patterns just yet in the game, but we're going to be doing a merge pretty soon, and that's going to be quite fun. So, you know, it's pretty cool, and I'm going to need to give some of these guys some returns. I've got to they're volunteering, and that's very cool. I like receiving stuff for free, but ideally give them some money or something back if I can. I'm gonna... So yeah, it all works nicely. Yeah, that's all relating to Westmen today. So thanks for watching, and subscribe. Next week we're going to release a video about playing Westmen in multiplayer. And yeah, I got to get going because we're meeting up tomorrow. So I got to make sure I get this game to a reasonably sensible thing. And the game has a lot of new cool features, so that'll be pretty cool. Okay, bye.